the output of that was the online course with FAO that we were part of. So I shared that amongst the team. And then at a certain point, with a couple of our projects, because I used to support the projects in East Africa for farm radio, and some of those projects I could see that they would benefit from, slowing down and reflecting on what had happened. So I suggested that we do an experience capitalization process for one of the projects. So I went to Uganda and I did the process. I shared the process with the farm radio team in Uganda, and we used it on one of the projects that we did there, where we produced a radio drama about orange sweet potato. And there was three if not four partner organisations involved. And because it was in 13 languages, it was quite a complex project. So to do a capitalisation process on that was quite interesting, because we could see all the many different spots and the partnerships that, we reflected on that, and it was really quite useful. So the document that we produced at the end of that, all the organisations that had been involved found that quite useful, to have that moment to sit down and reflect on what we'd all done and how we'd work together and what we could do better next time. So for Farm Radio and the other organisations, seeing the result of that, it was only a 2-day workshop, so it was a kind of mini process, but even so, they could see the result of that was very useful for how to work together next time, what we needed in place next time. Simple things like who to communicate what to, and who should be involved in which project activity, in which process, those sorts of things. So we went on and we did a phase 2 project. We actually did a phase 2 project, and the learnings from the capitalisation helped the phase 2 project. It helped it get funded, and it helped it go a lot more smoothly. I think the change really was it was two things. The team in Uganda who used that process suddenly realised that it was really quite useful, and now they've been using it in most of the other projects that they've been doing. And I think the thing that came out for them was that it strengthened the partnership, because most of the projects that Farm Radio works on, we have partners. They're knowledge partners or radio station partners or whoever. And that process of joint reflection helped the partnership to become stronger, and that's quite important when you're doing collaborative projects. So I think that was the change, the two changes in a way. The process itself helped the team. They used the process again and again. But the results of the process were that the collaborative relationships were strong. And Farm Radio is just in the process of doing its 5-year strategic planning for the next 5 years. And the management team has signalled that they want to increase the sort of knowledge management aspect and learning aspect of our work. And they've even come to me and used the particular words like, let's include experience capitalisation in the strategic planning. So now it's a case of, okay, how do we do that? Yeah, I mean, for me, it's kind of been a long-term process that I've introduced almost by stealth into Farm Radio, because I knew of it before I joined them, in so many words. But then we've kind of included it in our knowledge management team and as part of monitoring evaluation. So for me, I think it's important not to think, oh no, it's a whole new area and it's a whole new department and it's big, big, big. If you see it as one more of your knowledge management activities, or an improved way of doing qualitative research on knowledge management, or it's another tool that you can add in there, then I think it's a much easier way to look at things and to try and bring it into existing budgets or existing tools.